Hey you guys, it is me, Laura, and I am here going live with you with this month's paper pumpkin kit. Now, I have had a whole lot of people ask me about starting card making as a beginner and kits and all kinds of things, and whether you're a beginner, if you want to do projects with your kids, if you have a kid that's maybe 8 or 9 and up, teenager who loves crafts, anybody, these are fantastic boxes. And it's a subscription box. You can get one at a time, or you can subscribe and get one every month for a while. They make great gifts. But I wanted to come on here and show you what is in this month's paper pumpkin kit. Normally the boxes are orange, and here I'll show you. This is a bit of a beat up box, but this is what the boxes typically look like. But this month is a special box. I just got mine in the mail yesterday. It is the November 2018 kit, and it's called To You and Yours. So we're going to open this up and see what's inside, and I am going to show you how easy these are to put together. Now, I have already looked at everything in here just to make sure that I had everything and I understood a little bit what I was doing so that I could show you guys without taking terribly long, but I think you'll be surprised how easy these cards are. So when you open it up, this will actually not be on top. This shows what projects we're making, as well as telling you what is in the box, but this will be inside, wrapped up in plastic with all your little parts. But this month the kit is making 5 Christmas cards that look like that and 5 that look like that, and it comes with 10 matching envelopes, and they are absolutely adorable. And this is really a great value because the subscription kit, including shipping, is $20, and so you're gonna get 10 cards that are handmade, everything you need, plus supplies that you can keep later. So it's gonna be $2 a card plus your extra supplies, which is really awesome. So I'm going to show you. These kits are great to start building a stash. If you have never ever done a card in your life, this has absolutely everything you need. You don't need any additional supplies at all. So it comes with this stamp set. Dropped my paper. So if this is your first kit, you'll get a block. It doesn't look exactly like this, but it'll be similar to this. You'll get this block to do your stamping with. I'll show you how that works. But in your very first kit, you get a block. Now, my block that I got with my kit, I gave to my boys to use, so I don't have that exact block, but it's very similar to this one. It's just a little bit flatter. And then you're going to get this stamp set. Let's see, trying to show you what this one says. Happy holidays, merry and bright. It's the most wonderful time of the year for you. Merry Christmas to you and yours. Here's to a Christmas filled with love, laughter, and all you wish for. That'd be great for the inside. So these cards that come in the kit are using this sentiment, Merry Christmas to you and yours. You could easily sub that out with it's the most wonderful time of the year. And the other card uses merry and bright, but you could also use happy holidays. You can use these to make loads of different cards too, not just what's in the kit. And every kit comes with at least one ink spot. This is Cherry Cobbler. I am actually going to save this so that I can give it to somebody, but I have it in the full-size ink pad, so that's what I'm going to be using today. But this does come in the kit, so you don't need ink, you don't need anything. So then when you open this part, all the rest of this is usually wrapped together, but I have separated it out just to show you what you get. You get this beautiful twine that actually matches the ink color. It's Cherry Cobbler. I don't know if you can tell on camera, but it is, let's see. Is that going to focus real good? I can't tell. It's braided and it's really soft and nice. And then you have these gold sequins in these 2 different colors, and they already have adhesives on the back. And these are dimensional. These are adhesive that pop an image up a little bit, give them a little dimension and space on your card. These are glue dots, which are really fun and great to use. And then with this kit, you get 10 card bases that are already, they're this crumb cake color on the outside and whisper white on the inside. And when you fold these, if you look at the card, can you see? don't know if the camera's going to pick it up, but the fold is right there. And then on one side it bumps up, and on the other side it kind of, see on this side it kind of goes, it indents, and on this side it bumps up. You fold it on the bumpy side. People say it's going over the mountain. And then you'll have your card base. So you get 10 of those. You get 10 matching envelopes. Are those not adorable? And then you get 5 of this background paper. And it's got a little gold foiling on it too, which is nice. And 5 of this background paper. And I believe you get 6 of these, which are the leaf punch outs that you'll need. And these are fun because they are green on one side, which is how they use them on the card, but they're also white, which the white part is cool because you can color them a different color, or you can do lots of fun white things with those too. So you get, I believe, 6 sheets of this. 1, 2, 3, no, 4, yeah, 5, 6 sheets of those. Get these pre-cut vellum circles. These are little vellum banners. They're, gotta punch them out of here, but you get the sheet of that. You get these wood grain circle stickers and the wood grain rectangle stickers. And then these labels and these labels, which just punch right out. And that is, and then of course this has not only pictures of what happens, but all the instructions that you need. So let's go ahead and make our cards. So let me know if you're here. Let me know if you have any questions while I'm working on this. I'm just going to kind of chat with you as I go. And yeah, this is really easy, really fun. What you're going to start with, as it says, is stamp sentiments on die cut labels. So if I look at the front, like I said, I'm just doing one of each for you right now, and then I'm gonna work on other projects and other ideas of things that you can do with the supplies from this kit, because sometimes it's really fun just to see some different things, ideas. So my block is a little smaller than the one that you'll have, so it doesn't fit this, so I'm going up to the next size block. Okay, so these ones say Merry Christmas to you and yours. So when you use these are called photopolymer stamps. You stick them on a block and then they peel off, and you can clean them, and that way your stamps take up less space and you don't have to have so many. You just have a few different size blocks, and it saves a lot of space, and it also makes the stamps cheaper because you're not having to pay for the wood every time. And these photopolymer stamps are great because you can see through them. So you can see, try not to get my head in there, exactly where you're stamping. So there we have that one. Oh, look at that. I got mine a little crooked. Let's see. I think I'm going to leave it. Well, yeah, I'm just going to leave it. Sometimes that happens. It's hard to get straight on camera because usually I get right over top of it. But if I do that now, you'll just see my head. And so that's not really going to be very helpful for you. So yeah, we're not going to do that. So on these guys, we're going to put Merry and Bright, just like in the example. I'm switching out. Okay, Merry and Bright. Do my best to make this one straight. It's hard. Okay, I don't know how much head you got there, but how much of my head you got in. Oh, okay, I smeared a little ink. I'm gonna redo that one. I must have inky fingers. That happens to me a lot. There we go. And they give you an extra, which is part of what's great. So if you mess one up, you're still okay. You've still got plenty to go. So that is all the ink that we will need, and I'm going to put this away because if I don't, I will make a big, big mess. I am a very, very messy crafter. Okay, step 2, adhere wood grain stickers to panels. Okay, so we need a panel for each of our kinds of cards. And so we are doing this one on here. Looks like it's about 2 squares down. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna have a hard time getting this straight too. I'm gonna try. Okay. Gonna put it right. Oh, if I do that, that'll be 2. Let's try there. Alright, how'd I do? How'd I do? Not too shabby. Okay, good. And then the next one is the circle. Comes on this one. I'm just taking it off here. I'm trying not to do too much off camera. Tell me if I'm excuse me, getting over a cold. So tell me if I do too much off camera. Okay, so there we go. Adhere pine bow cuts, die cuts using dots. 3 per Merry Christmas. 3 for these and 8 for these. So let me get my guides out here. So 1, 2. Oh man, I'm sorry guys. Sometimes I get these lingering coughs after colds and they're no fun. I feel fine, but I just, in the morning I still have this really deep voice and have a cough. And poor Lily, every time I'm nursing her, she just kind of looks up at me like, what are you doing? Oh man, excuse me. So there's my 8 for my 1 card. I need my 3 for the other. I feel like I need to be listening to Christmas music right now while I'm doing this. I mean, that just seems like the right thing to do when you're making Christmas cards, I guess. Okay, so these are glue dots. To use them, you just peel them off. You stick them on. Then you stick it really good so that it sticks to the paper. And you peel the backing off. And the little glue dot, I don't know if you can see it, it's stuck on there. And the paper backing came off. So I'm going to start with this one. And I'm going to do 1. I'm going to do 2. Okay, and then what I'm going to do, now that you kind of see how to use the glue dots, goodness, sometimes they can take a little while. So, for the sake of time, while I'm doing this video, I am going to excuse me. I'm going to use a little tape runner. This will make it faster. But you guys see how to use the glue dot. So I'm just going to put this. And then I'm going to stick them on that way. So I'm going to move this guy up a little bit. Let's see. Set them around. 1, 2, 3. That's actually 4, 5. So I can put them a little closer. I feel like I should be talking to you guys, but when I talk, I cough. Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead and commit. All right, there we go. Uh-oh, need a little more tape on that one. And this is called snail adhesive. And This is available in my online shop if you would like to get some. You might be able to find some at a local craft store as well. Okay. So, there's my wreath. It doesn't look as good as theirs, but I'm not worried about it right now. Okay, now I'm going to put these guys on here. So they've got, I'm just going to put my adhesive in the middle here because that's going to get covered up. One. Okay. So then adhere vellum pieces using glue dots. Again, I'm just going to use my tape runner for time. Oh my goodness. Okay, so this is going to go right here. And I'm going to put a little strip here. Are you guys still seeing me? I don't know if anybody's with me. I'm not seeing any comments, but that's okay. Just let me know if you're here. My goodness. Okay. So this one is going to go just across right here. Ta-da! Okay, now on to step 5. Wrap 22-inch ribbon around the Merry Christmas card panel and tie a bow. Make a bow for Merry and Bright card using 12-inch ribbon and adhere using a dot. Okay, so they ask you to measure, and I thought, oh, I'll go get a ruler. But you know what? You don't even need a ruler. They literally have everything that you need. There's a little ruler down here. So I'm supposed to get 22 inches. So here's 9. 9, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, right here. So I'm going to cut this. I guess you need scissors to cut your ribbon. That's not always something that you need, but... And the only reason they want you to measure is to make sure that you don't run out. But if you're planning on doing things differently, it won't really matter. Okay, so I'm going to pull this around. And tie a knot. Then I am going to make my little bow. Now I do my bows upside down because my tails always end up on the wrong side. But if I do it upside down, they hang generally where they are supposed to. Not always. Sometimes I still get a wonky bow, but I'll show you how I fix it if that happens. Am I still on the screen? I am not. Okay, so actually that's not too bad. So I just need to straighten up my ends, and I'm going to cut those, tighten it real good and cut those a little shorter. There we go. There's my bow there. And then it says for the other one to use 12-inch ribbon. Sorry, my baby's a little fussy upstairs, but my husband's with her, so she's totally fine. So there's 12 inches. Right, so then it says to make a bow. So I am going to make a bow. Now look, see how wonky this bow looks? Totally fine, you can fix it. Doesn't have to be right the first time, but look at that. And you can make it as big or small as you like. So I'm going to see, where does this go? It's going to go on the side here. It's hard to see it in black and white pictures sometimes. I'm actually going to wait to put this on. I'll cut the ends, but I'm going to wait to put it on until after I put my sentiment, because I just want to make sure I get it in the right place. So I'm going to set that up here. So now it says to adhere stamped die cut labels to banners using the dimensionals. So these are the dimensionals. When you take them off, let me punch out my little piece here. You just stick them on the back, and there's paper covering it. So if you tried to stick it on a paper right now, it would just slide off. There's nothing there. Now, you can use as many dimensionals as you think makes sense. For something like this, I tend to use more than the average person, just because from my experience, if I don't use enough, if I'm sending these in the mail, they get flattened out, and I don't want them to be flat. So, all right, so here we go. The Merry Christmas right there. And now I can stick my bow on that one. So I'm actually going to use a couple glue dots, just because I am paranoid that it will fall off. I use a ton of adhesive, you guys. It's like I'm scared that things are going to fall apart, and I'd much rather use a little extra adhesive and everything arrive all in one piece. That's kind of how I roll. But everyone's different. I have several friends who prefer to use as little adhesive as they can get away with to save the extra money, and that's fine. I just feel like I put all this work into a card. I want it to arrive the way that I meant it to. So, all right, there we go. Oh, that's so cute. Okay, so now we're gonna put Merry and Bright on here. You know, I'm not sure I made that tight enough. I think it'll be okay though. Okay, so Merry and Bright. And then, so what's your favorite Christmas music to listen to when you guys are doing this kind of stuff? I want to tell you, I mean, you see how easy this is. Paper Pumpkin is so fun. Sometimes people will do get-togethers where they'll have multiple people together all at once. Oop, I'm going to move this down just a little. And they'll have a little Paper Pumpkin party, which is fun. This is a great project to do with your kids too. One thing I like to do with my kids is when we get a kit in the mail, we'll look at it and see what it is. And then we will, sometimes you get treat bags you can make, sometimes they're cards. And so we'll make them together and try and figure out who might really appreciate getting that card or that treat. Sometimes it's neighbors. So we will work on making them together and then deliver them together, and it's really fun. And there have been times where it's helped us to recognize, okay, this says to use glue dots in the directions, by the way, guys, but again, I like my other adhesive, so I'm just using some Tombow glue. You could get that from my store or at most craft stores. And it's just liquid glue. You could use the tape runner that I used earlier as well. But what I was saying is it gives us a good opportunity to try and think of people who we might not have thought of that could really use a little encouragement. And it's been a really, really fun way to teach my kids just how to encourage others and how to look for needs and things like that. So I've really, really appreciated it. Okay, so I'm just going to put this on. And ta-da! So look there! Looky there! Oh my goodness. Those are so cute. And that was so easy. You saw how fast I made those. And they come with these envelopes. So leave a comment below and let me know if you would like to receive one of these envelopes. And if you are interested in signing up with Paper Pumpkin, or if you have any questions about card making at all, let me know. You can visit my website to sign up for Paper Pumpkin. It's scrapsofencouragement.com, and I will leave a code for you in the description of this video. And if you use that host code when you check out, you will get an extra special little goodie for me. But if you are just interested in receiving a card, leave me a comment below to let me know that you would like one of these cards, and I'd be happy to send you one in the mail. And I hope that you guys have a great day. If you are considering card making, or if you know somebody who loves to craft, paper pumpkin is just a really great way to start. And then now that I have made these cards, and once I make my 20 cards, I will have a few, usually probably a few extra little pieces like bows and things like that. I'll have an ink spot and the stamp set that I can use over and over again. So this is a really great way to get started and build your supplies. So that is all I have for you guys today. Let me know if you have any questions. I will be back with a video in the next couple of weeks with alternative things. So sometimes if you get a kit in the mail, you might not like the cards that you're supposed to make, although these are like ridiculously cute. But if you don't, have no fear. You can use your supplies and be creative and do all sorts of other stuff with them. So I will be back later with some other ideas of ways that I used this kit. And I hope that you guys are having a great weekend and that you have a good evening. I'll talk to you later. Bye.